Right, I'm calling this one Be Clever, Tips to Make Your Written Sentences Longer. And I'm going to use the same four sentences, but the same two that we need to combine all the way through. Okay, so we're going to have three different ways to make your sentences longer. The first one is part of a complaint. If you look at the green and blue part, the furniture was delivered late. It wasn't the item that I ordered. And the next sentences could come from an article that you're writing about why everybody should recycle. And we've got recycling is good for the environment. It can also save you money. Now, if we use a non-defining relative clause, or it sounds, complicated, but actually all we need to do is add two commas and a which. Yeah. Look at the green example. The furniture, comma, which was delivered late, comma, wasn't the item that I ordered. That's exactly the same words as before. Of course, there's no it because we don't have a new sentence, so we don't need a new pronoun. But we're just combining the two halves into one sentence by putting one of the details in commas and with the relative pronoun which, because it's a thing, furniture. Okay. We could equally have said the furniture, comma, which wasn't the item that I ordered, comma, was delivered late, because both halves are equal. So it doesn't really matter which way round we do it, and you can do it however you feel. Let's have a look at the other one. Recycling, which can also save you money, is good for the environment. I probably would say recycling, which is good for the environment, can also save you money, because it makes more sense, really, doesn't it? Saving the planet is more important than saving you a couple of quid. Let's move on. So it's quite easy, isn't it? Yeah. Don't have to think about any grammatical changes. Just combine them like that. Nice and easy. Makes a nice long sentence. Or we can use a prepositional phrase. Again, the same sentences, but this time I'm using as well as. Now, you know that if we follow any preposition like in, on, at, by, before, after, and the next word is a verb, it has to become the gerund, which basically means we just add ing to it. Okay, shake before opening. Okay, by learning more English, you can get a better job. I'm no good at giving examples. Okay, so in this case, I'm using as well as, which of course is just another way of saying and, but we're going to begin the clause with this. And as well as being delivered late. The verb is to be from was. Okay, so we need to use the gerund form, ing, being. Okay, as well as being delivered late, the furniture wasn't the item that I ordered. Okay, as well as not being the item that I ordered, the furniture was delivered late. We could have done it that way around. Notice not being is the negative form. And of course, being delivered, it comes from was delivered. That's passive. Okay. We could also have as well as saving you money. Recycling is good for the environment. If you wanted to do it the other way around, as well as being good for the environment, recycling can save you money. Okay, so again, two clauses, one with a preposition. You just need to remember to use ing. That's a little bit more difficult. Or we can use inversion. Now, I strongly recommend this one. It's a little bit more complicated, but not much. We begin with not only. Not only was the furniture delivered late, but it also wasn't the item that I ordered. Oh, couldn't even get that one out. It's not that complicated. I just make it sound like that. What we do here is we say the furniture was, but then we begin with not only, because we're going to have two details. And if you look, the was and the furniture have now swapped places. They have inverted. They've switched around. It looks like the question form. Was the furniture delivered late? Okay, if you find it easier to remember it that way, it's fine. Look at the second half. Everything stays in the same order. I've just added the word also. If we look at the second one, not only can recycling save you money, but it's also good for the environment. Can recycling save you money? Yeah, inversion. It's actually the verb and the subject change places. But really what's happening is it's using the question form even though it's not a question form. When we do more complicated inversion in the future, it's easier to remember it looks like a question with not only in front of it, but it isn't a question.